G'day and welcome to A Down Under Yarn. I am your host Fiona, also known as Fifykins. If you find someone on the internet called Fifykins, it's probably me. This is episode number 43 of A Down Under Yarn. Show notes can be found at fifykins.com, and also there is a Ravelry group. There's also a Ravelry group for solar flare fibres, which is my fibre dyeing business. I dye yarns using the sun's energy. I'm in my backyard and I have an Etsy store. So we'll get to that later. Welcome to all new viewers. Welcome to returning viewers. Glad we can spend some time together on this hot and humid Wednesday afternoon. It is the 23rd of October. I don't know if I mentioned that. And it's Mimmel's birthday. Mimmel is the man in my life, and it's a big birthday for him today. So I have a little bit more to say about that a bit later on. What a week. Last Thursday, caught up with a friend Thursday morning, which was just lovely, and I have a finished object from our get-together, so I'll probably talk more about that then. Then Thursday lunchtime, I took part in a world record attempt, and we actually won. It was the biggest group of people speed networking. It was a networking thing. Basically, there were 475 of us or something, which was an obscene number of people. There were so many people, all in the one room, mind you, huge ballroom. And they had these big long tables, and we had 2 minutes to talk to the person opposite us, to share business cards, talk about what we did. At the end of it, I lost my voice. I didn't get sick and tired, but I was explaining a lot about what dyeing yarn was all about, and things like that. And then, of course, I met all the bankers and the insurance brokers and the bankers, ninjas downstairs. Bankers and insurance brokers, and there was life coaches. A few of those people there wanting to network. There were some people there I knew, which was great to catch up with. So, yeah. Just a tick. Sorry about that. Ninja was about to get out the back gate because it hadn't been locked properly. But that's now sorted. So there, we did the world record attempt. So we met all these people, broke the world record. That was all good. Friday we had fibre crafters, which was lots of fun. Weekend. Something happened on the weekend, but I can't remember what it was, so it can't have been that important. Monday, Mill was sick. So I'll get to that again when I get to talking about stuff. Excuse me. And then the last couple of days, I've just been busy faffing around. Briar, who I VKN with, said to me, you must discover the program called Scandal, which is sort of a political intrigue type thing that I've been catching up on, let's just say. This involved a couple of late nights, but it's a bit of fun. And I don't watch a lot of telly, so it's nice to find something that is enjoyable and amusing, and I've kind of gotten into. So let's go on to the crafting part. I have a finished object. No, I've got him in Strati first. I should do that first, shouldn't I? Yes. Today I am going to draw for the Yazzie bags. Now, if you remember, I forgot to lock the thread. Let me go in and lock this thread. If you remember a few weeks ago, I think it was probably 3 or 4 weeks ago, I reviewed a whole lot of Yazzie bags on the podcast, which was lots and lots of fun. And today I will be drawing for them. So I think I said I was going to give away 4 bags, and then I'm also going to have a couple of bags again next month, so there'll be a new competition starting up. So I was just on that page. There were 47 posts, but a couple of posts were a bit of chatter that got in there, and I left it there because there were people that had been ear burned, which was great. And so I'm bringing up my random number. There we are. People that have been ear burned and were letting us know about their product. So I left them in there, but if it does fall on that or on someone's response to that, they won't be winning. So we have number 2 to number 47. Let me see. Can you see that? 2 to 47? Beautiful. Okay, so the first number. Now, the people whose names I draw, if they contact me and let me know what sort of bag they're after and I'll get it out to them. Okay, so first number, drum roll please, number 27. That will be on page 2. Sorry, this is probably not the most interesting thing for you to be watching. And it's Mutty Ruth. And Mutty Ruth loves her various project bags. She can organise multiple projects that are grab and go ready when she wants to knit. Also ball winder and Swift and post-it notes. Post-it notes are also very good. So, and self-striping sock yarn. So fantastic, congratulations. The second winner is number 30. And that is Kitchen Sink 13. Congratulations. Kitchen Sink 13 likes her knit picks, yarn, ruler, needle and swatch gauge. Yes, I know what she means. I have one of those usually sitting around here, but it's under a pile of stuff. Our third winner, number 28, which is a couple above that, which is Embroidery Queen, who likes her plastic containers for her yarn that she's working with. And she uses it when she's working from the outside of its skein so it doesn't roll everywhere and make her cat think it's a cool toy. Yes. Yes, I've seen those ones. Now, if you go to her post, which is number 28, you will see that. And number 4 is number 43. We've got all of them on the second page. 43 is someone who just got in. And it's from Indy, who just got a new ball winder, which definitely makes life easier. And she's actually wound some of my yarn, which is way cool. So, did I say 4? I'll do another one. Why not? There we are, number 6. Get us one on the first page. Number 6 is Have Faith. And she's got the embellished knit. I've got the embellished knit too, which is fantastic. It's an I-cord knitter. So congratulations to those 5 people. If you please contact me and tell me the sort of, just have a conversation with me through Ravelry probably. Of course, Fifykins on Ravelry. Have a conversation with me there and we can work out what sort of bag you want and I can match you up. Because I've still got them all here, but I've brought them out again. So, you know, the organisers, these that have got plenty inside, they're really, really good. Needle cases, that sort of thing. So those 5 people, I will be opening a new thread for a new Yazzie giveaway. And I want you to tag a friend and tell the friend about Yazzie bags. So tag a friend and say, what I'll do is tag a friend and whoever gets drawn, that person and the person they tagged will win a Yazzie bag. Now, of course, you have to be a member. So tag a friend saying, I've entered you in the competition to win a Yazzie bag over at Fifykins, Down Under Yarn. So there you go. And both of you will win a bag. So there you go. Okay, now I think we're getting on to the knitting. My finished object. No, it's not Mimmel socks. But I'll get to that. My finished object is actually a crochet finished object. What's that you say? A crochet finished object? Miss Fifykins doesn't crochet. Well, I don't really, but I did last Thursday. My dear friend Julia, who I do do Ravelry meetups here in Cairns, is a mad crocheter. But she's been doing a bit of knitting, so I thought if she's actually doing knitting, I should do some crochet. And the thing she's been knitting for is the 5,000 Poppies project. Now, I don't know if many people have heard of this. It's a project that was started down in Victoria. The aim was to knit 5,000 poppies by the 100th anniversary of the Gallipoli landing, which is 2015. And when she went live with this, basically she had hoped to get 500 poppies for this year for Remembrance Day to show in Federation Square in Melbourne. And then she went on radio and she said, look, I've actually got the 500, but we do need to get the 5,000. And the radio announcer said, wouldn't it be wonderful if you could get the, I think it's 16,000 poppies, which is for every person who died in World War I from Australia and New Zealand. Well, from Australia. New Zealand's also come on board now. So if you are in Australia, I will link the 5,000 Poppies website in the show notes. And I really encourage you to go there. This was my little effort. Julia did help me out a bit, like casting on bit with the circle bit in the middle because there. But I did all my trebles, which are really double crochets, which I've got no idea. I just know what I have to do with my things and in and outs and waving around. Yes, it is fun fur in the middle, and it's actually probably the best use of fun fur I've ever seen inside the poppy. They want the poppies made out of acrylic so that it doesn't rot, acrylic yarn, so they will be able to keep them. Yulia did make the centre for me, but I attached it, so it's still my finished object, and it's an end that I didn't weave in very well because I wasn't about to learn how to weave in ends on crochet. So I'm going to knit some poppies. We're going to get a group together in Cairns, probably somewhere central that we can get together and craft some poppies from our region. If anyone is interested, please let me know. If you'd like to do some for you, that would be great. And I might also open up a thread for poppies as well, if anyone is going to be making poppies over the next 12, 18 months, because it is going to be an ongoing thing. So that, I think, is my only finished object, which does go to my work in progress, which does have a hoe. So that's a start. And, excuse me, I'm just leaning over and grabbing my sock blocker. It's been very difficult because I thought I was going to have time on Monday to knit on these socks because Mim was meant to be at work. He was coming around for lunch. And he came around for lunch, and then I discovered that he actually wasn't well and had taken the day off. So that meant that I didn't have as much time as I thought I would. But that's okay. This is the D-Man sock. D-Man. I haven't woven in my ends, but I have a hoe. It is out of the Solar Flare Fibres Apollo base in the business as usual colourway. So you can see down there the way it has pulled and variegated, which I really, really like. It's a nice pattern. I think I'd probably do it differently next time. I'm not too keen on the way the repeats work. I think I'd chop the chart in half. It's a free pattern. I'd chop the chart in half and do the second half before the first half. I think that would work better. Not that you can really tell. It's a great pattern for a variegated yarn. Mimmel doesn't like a long cuff, so that's quite a good cuff. I did the Fish Lips Kiss heel and love it. Oh, everyone's been raving about it, and I understand why. There's, look, nothing there. No gaps. No holes. No nothing. And a really, really nice, clean heel. So I did do these cuff down. I followed the Fish Lips instructions. I was about to say what I did, but I'm not going to say that. So, yeah, really, really, really pleased with that. And then the second sock, which I had sort of thought that I might be able to get done, I'm just about up to starting the heel. So, there we go. Yeah, not much else I can say. Last year Mimmel got a skein of yarn for his birthday. This year he's getting 1 1/3 socks. So I figure that's probably a bit of an improvement. I did catch up with him for lunch today, but didn't give him his present. So he's about to get that after I finished recording. I'm heading around there. We're actually going off to a course tonight. One of his colleagues at work is doing a mindfulness training course over the next, I think, 4 or 5 weeks. So I'm going to go along to that and learn more about mindfulness and the practice of mindfulness, which is apparently really, really helpful. And I don't doubt that. So I had other objects I could have worked on. I had the mystery shawl. That clue didn't come out till Sunday. So Friday and Saturday when Mimmel was hanging around a lot, I thought, okay, I didn't have my new needles, which have arrived for my hitchhiker, which I haven't actually worked on since then. So I thought I might as well spin. So I got out my End of the World, my first ever End of the World shipment, which these are still on hangers because they're not actually dry yet. This is the Quaff colourway. I think it was the June or July this year. Beautiful blues and greens, and it is in Falkland, which I went straight to my Fleece and Fibre source book. Falkland is actually not a fibre, it is a region, of course the Falkland Islands. So was I spinning on this last week? I was, and I had one bobbin done, didn't I? So you've seen one bobbin of this. I finished this anyway. So there it is, all plied up. I did a 2-ply. It actually, yeah, it's not the best. I could have done a better job with my plying, I think, but I got 390 something yards, which is the most I've ever got. No idea what it's going to become. Really, really like it though. So I'm just trying to This is going to be the world's worst skein of yarn. Oh no, it's not too bad. There we go. So there it is. It's actually almost dry now. So then over the weekend I thought, it's been Sunday, I thought Mima was hanging around a lot, which is, don't get me wrong, I really enjoy it, but I want to knit on his sock. So I thought I'll do some more spinning. And I then got the You Give Me the Knits merino bamboo that I'd picked up in Bendigo, and it was the Licorice All Sorts colourway. And really, really, really beautiful prep. It comes out of a machine the way it's all blended together. I've got no idea how it's done. This one is still damp, but I spun one long single and then Navajo plied it. And this is my second Navajo ply, and I am thrilled with it. It is perfectly balanced. You can see the colouring in there. I've got a really nice, consistent, probably a worsted weight. I got 196 yards, I think it was, 193, whatever it was of this. And I'm hoping to knit a starting artist hat out of it. Really think it wants to be a hat. It'll have nice drape with the bamboo in there. It's 80% merino, 20% bamboo. I actually didn't have any problem spinning it. I was a bit concerned at one stage because I haven't had a lot of joy with merino before. I've only ever spun it once. So this was new to me, and this will be going, and also the Falkland, both of them will be going in the new to me spin along in that podcast with Rhymes with Malia, who does Malia's podcast. I'm really, really sorry. Yarn raising. I knew it was there somewhere. Man, oh man. So that is that. I then, on Monday night, was in VKM with Joyce. If you're in Australia, Joyce is from Aussie Yarning, is having a VKN on Monday evenings. And I started knitting on my mystery shawl, which I'm not showing you because I've got to tink back. The fourth clue came out, and I misread it, and I was trying to do it in a VKN, which was a really silly thing to do. So then I thought, I'll do some more spinning. So I grabbed my Yarn vs Zombies, the Thin, which was the Sheep Tasting Club from August. It's a really, really beautiful colour there. You can see that there. That's really true to colour. It's nice bronze, coppery, bronzy tones. I'm doing this again. It does have a name. No, this is Sheep Tasting Fin. I am doing this as one long one, and I will Navajo ply it again. So there we are. You can see that there. That's as far as I've gone. And I've discovered sometimes in the evenings when I just get too tired to knit, but I still want to watch stuff like podcasts or TV or something, I can spin, and that's been working pretty well. I think that is about it. Again, I don't really have show notes today, so I do apologise. Acquisitions. I have an acquisition at last. It took 1 month less 1 day to arrive, but I got my beautiful Girl Cave bag. Isn't that just gorgeous? Sorry, you can see my fingers. I've been dying today, let's just say. And that could be a spoiler for the people in the club. Let's just say, not the pink bit. I don't actually know where that came from. I think that came from putting dyes back in the fridge. Again, beautiful, beautiful bag from Girl Cave Bags, who is Rista1313. She does a lovely, lovely job. These elephants are actually cats, if you look closely. No, they're not. It was part of her update for her Louis bags when Louis, her cat, was sick. So she said she had all these cat bags, and then she threw elephants in, and I just adore elephants. And they come with a beautiful Lolo bar sample. So really, really great bag, perfect for a single sock project. So I'm thinking I might transfer my sock into here. My other acquisition, I got some yarn from I'd actually swapped with someone. So I'm going to show it because I really, really, really love it. A friend wanted some Into the World, so I swapped some Into the World for some fibre knit, and I reckon we both did a really good deal. So I got some self-striping on the Bounce Base, which is 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon, in Good and Plenty, which I'm really looking forward to knitting up. And then I got some Inversibles in Purple Pink. There we are. So again, looking forward. I'm thinking of doing the those socks that Diane's been doing. Oh, I'm not with it today. I'm really sorry. Anyway, so those are entering my stash, but they're entering because other stuff is leaving. So that's always a good thing. I think almost up to shop. I had hoped to... Sorry, if you're not interested in shop news, shop updates, that's fine. If you are worried you're going to get enabled too much, I do understand. Although, Debbie, you're going to stick around. I was in a VKM with Debbie and she said that she really thinks she should tune out when she gets to this part because she gets very tempted. So, Debbie, you don't have to be tempted. It's okay. You can show restraint. It's fine. I had hoped to dye up a whole lot more, except we've had some pretty ordinary weather here over the last few days. Yesterday we had 30 mils of rain, which is over an inch. It was the first big rain of the wet, which is lovely. It has greened things up almost overnight. Today has been perfect. It's been a fantastic dyeing day, which is why I've been out there dyeing up clubs. So let's just say there's quite a bit of blue dye on my hands. Just said that as a bit of a clue. A bit of a spoiler if you're in the club. I did do some dyeing over the weekend for a custom order, and if you watch the Aussie Yarning podcast, you will probably see those yarns popping up. And it gave me an idea. I will, from next week, have a couple of kits up for 2 or 3 colours together that go well together, that I think go well together, that you might like. So that's something that will be happening in the future. I have 3 yarns going up on Friday. There's still plenty there at the moment. There's still all the holiday pre-orders as well, and they've been coming in really well. So I've been getting onto those. There should be some going out in the next week. So, yay. I have 3 that I really wanted to show you, though, this week that are going up. This is all on the Anya base, which is the 80% merino, 10% cashmere, 10% nylon, MCN. I have it in the hi-ho colour, which is the colour formerly known as shades, which is a beautiful silvery grey, so hi-ho silver. I have this one here, which is going to be a one of a kind, because that is showing it quite well. This is sea glass, but there was a yellow accident in my sea glass, let's just say. And I thought, I'll see how it comes out. And it's a very pretty colour, it really is, but it's not sea glass because it's got too much yellow around there. So there is that one going up as a one of a kind, and there's a new colourway. This is a beautiful blue. It's actually trying to work out how to show it to you. It's probably not, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to take a photo in time to put up here, but there will be photos in the Etsy store, which is solarflarefibers.etsy.com. This is called The Eyes Have It, because it's actually very close to the colour of my eyes. Not that you could tell either at the moment in this light. So it's more an electric blue. So there's that one. They're all in the Anya base. Apart from that, I don't think there's a lot else. Tomorrow I officially start the niece program. So there you go. I've got to hand in my records at the end of the month and let them know how business is going. I think that's about it. I feel like I've talked forever, and I haven't really talked for that long at all, so it's another short one this week. I mean, there's always stuff going on, but you don't need to know about a whole lot of stuff. Oh, yeah, that's what happened on Monday. I had sick Jasper as well. No, yesterday was sick Jasper. Monday was student-free day. Oh, pardon me. So, yes. Apart from that, not a lot. So, until next week, I will say, uru, cheers, bye.